Hi, Luke from Korg here. Today we're looking at our brand new SV-2 piano. So this is the sequel, if you like, to the SV-1, and we're very proud to present this. It's a slight tweak. As you can see, the panel is quite similar, but there's two big differences. First of all, the voicing. So we've actually put 6 times the amount of wave ROM in here, so that's the amount of memory for the sounds. So we've got a load of more pianos, electric pianos, orchestral sounds, the things especially which take a lot of memory. We've really upped those, and we've also upped the amount of sounds, so there's twice as many sounds in there as well, and there's loads more favourites. So before you had 8 favourites, you've now got 64 favourites, so you've got 8 banks of 8, and that's in these buttons here. And the other big difference is the addition of these. So these are speakers now, so you can get a version of the SV-2, which will be called the SV-2S, with speakers in. So there'll actually be 4 models of the SV-2. There'll be the SV-2 73, which is this one, SV-2 88, which is the same thing but with 88 keys, and then the SV-2 S73 and SV-2 S88, which are the ones with speakers. And the ones with speakers will have this ivory finish, and the ones without will be black. So yeah, let's dive in and have a listen to a few of these new sounds. So they're all categorized here, very easy to get through them. So I'm in my piano category. And then I can select different variations, so variation 2 there. I can also, because of the nature of this SV-2, the way that everything's laid out really easily, I can just dive in, roll in a bit more reverb if I want. So lovely resonant piano, as you can hear, and lots of variations of them. If you want to check out a different sound, you can just dive into a different category. So I'm going to go into electric piano there. So there's my Fender Rhodes sound. If I want to add an effect, just turn it on here, and then I've got a phaser effect. You can really hear the dynamic response of it, and also all the little key off sounds and everything you get with a Fender Rhodes. So we can go into other categories. So for instance, let's go into other, some really nice different types of sounds in here. So we've got things like strings. If I press variation, I can get more variations. So in these categories I've got 6, but I've actually got 12, because underneath each one I can push the button and change it to something else. Beautiful string sounds and great layered sounds. So what we've also added is the ability to layer 3 sounds now, where it was 2 before. So you can pull off sounds like this. Really fun layer there of pizzicato, some bells and strings, or things like this. So if I push that again, we've got this great orchestral brass sound. So again, you can hear they're really dynamic. Depending on how hard you hit the key, you'll bring in different instruments. I was talking about the favourites earlier, so they're here. So what's brilliant about that is you can just select your favourite sounds and then you just recall them straight away. And these are all preloaded, all 64 are preloaded with different sounds. Some of them are single sounds, some of them are layers. So for instance here, we've got our piano. That's obviously piano layered with two sounds actually, it's strings and a pad. If I hit function, and this is a new feature here, I can then use the EQ section to check out the levels, the volumes of those three parts, and I can even just then turn them off by holding these. So now we're just going to have our piano. And then I can bring in the other parts. Strings and pad, and then I can adjust the levels of them as well. And when I've hit on something I like, I can just then save it into my favourite, which is great. Also within the favourites are splits. So you've got some nice splits of like basses and Fender Rhodes and acoustic bass and piano, and yeah, lots of really usable sounds. And of course it's an editor as well, so you can edit all of the sounds via the editor if you want to go even more in depth as well. So there we go. That is the SV-2 and SV-2S with the speakers, available early 2020.